You may feel deeply. God created you that way. Growing up, I was often misunderstood as someone who is a verbal processor and very emotional. I would often be criticized for how I said something or the amount of words that I used to say something. That criticism had a pretty negative impact on me. I started trying to force myself to be more palatable to other people, saying less, trying to dial back my emotions, dial back my tone, with the goal of being accepted, with the goal of being loved. I've had an epiphany as I started to get older. And the criticism that those people were offering, regardless of intention, they were fundamentally asking me to be less than what I was, less than what I am. I have come to the realization that that's wrong. Moving forward, I have now focused on, instead of trying to please people and become more palatable for people, I am now more focused on what does it mean to be Christ-like as the person that God has designed me. Because if you're focused on being enough or being contained or being palatable to other people, that standard or the expectation is constantly going to shift. And you're going to find yourself warping into someone that you don't recognize to the point where you question who you are. And I've struggled with that. As I've met more people that are like me, I've started to realize, oh wow, there's really nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with using a lot of words. There's nothing wrong with being emotional. There's something to be said for being considerate of others, but that shouldn't come from a place of being afraid. That should come from a place of, I know who I am in Christ, and whether or not I use a certain amount of words or not shouldn't dictate my worth as a person. And I can trust and focus on what God sees in me rather than being focused on trying to be less or dial myself back to make other people feel good. And so that's my challenge to you. You might be a yappy person. You may need a lot of words to explain something. You may feel deeply. God created you that way. Your focus needs to be on being more like Christ. Through that, God will show you where the areas where sin might be present, the areas where you're gonna need to improve. There's so much freedom to that, because now when you're making changes as you grow, you're coming at it from a place of, I wanna grow and be more like Christ versus I wanna dial myself back so that I'm accepted and I'm not criticized by other people. I hope that that's encouraging to you.